Fox 16 News at 9, covering Russellville, Clinton, Little Rock, and all of Central Arkansas.
4 men found guilty in separate crimes, most of them sentenced to life without parole. Kevin Kelly goes behind the razor wire and the locked metal gates to find out what these inmates are doing to step up and stop bullying.
This year, the panel is addressing a series of issues that affects all youth. It is a silent killer that has not only affected our youth, but others as well.
Of all the field trips that you could have chosen for these kids, we're going to a jail. Explain to me why.
We're trying to show them where they can end up at if they make the wrong decision or make the wrong choice or hang with the wrong people.
Bullying needs to be addressed to these youth organizations and churches that come through our program. I need any and all updated information concerning this subject.
I guess it's kind of scary because I've never actually been to a jail before.
I want to thank you in advance for your care and concern.
This is not your typical field trip. It's a lesson about choices and the consequences that could come with them.
Be prepared to take off your shoes, belt, and jewelry. No cigarettes, no cigarette lighters. 119, do all bears copy.
The laughs and smiles don't last long.
Do not go outside of the yellow lines while we're inside of the facility. This is a real penitentiary.
A different world with different rules.
Clear your hallway, clear your hallway.
And if they're not followed, there's a price to pay, even when you're locked up.
964 inmates are housed behind these wrought iron gates, most of them serving time for murder, drugs, and other various charges. It's a harsh reality, but it's also an eye-opening one, especially if you're a teenager.
At this point, we're told to shut down our camera. Recording video past this point could cause problems, big problems. So I take pictures that tell only part of the story. The living quarters and the vast number of inmates locked behind these thick metal doors, a shocking sight for any child. So are the riot gates, the isolation cells, and the visitation quarters. But it's what happens here inside the Island Hope Chapel that will hopefully have the biggest impact.
Y'all need to hear something. This is real. This is no TV. This is not scripted.
4 inmates, each serving long-term sentences, sit ready to share with these students the reality of life behind bars.
I'm told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it 24/7, 365 for the past 35 years.
There's no sugarcoating here, just graphic and direct language.
Why do you think about you to a crazy house? You don't know? I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's a good chance if you continue doing what you're doing today, you will be here with us.
And then there's Tucker Mason, who's serving a life sentence.
Today we're going to talk about bullying. You know why? Because it's personal now with me.
Personal because his niece was bullied.
So guess what I did? Something on the inside said you can do something about it. Because you on a panel where kids come through here every day. You may make a difference.
So after seeing a Step Up Stop Bullying campaign on Fox 16, he wrote me this letter and decided to make bullying one of the panel's main talking points.
If you're bullying, you stop it. Because you're affecting people's lives.
His presentation, simple and powerful, telling kids what bullying is, what the warning signs are, and how to stop it.
To me, it's becoming an epidemic. And the reason it's an epidemic because even if one child bullies another child, you affecting that whole generation.
Which Mason says could result in a life behind bars, or worse.
Suicide, death, stuff like that, and we don't need that.
The students hearing the message loud and clear.
I think it really changed my life.
Like he said, I'm looking in the mirror, you know? So.
What do you see?
I don't know.
Is that a scary thought?
It is.
Do right in the real world because you don't want to be in here.
And these inmates don't want them here either.
Just one. If we can reach just one, we've accomplished our mission. We've taken so much, we're trying to give something back.
Wow, what a powerful field trip, huh? That was Kevin Kelly reporting. As for the panel inmates, they have vowed to make bullying a main topic whenever a group of kids comes through, because as you heard, they don't want today's youth to end up behind bars. An Oklahoma man is dead after an accident.